Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Vashan Brown. Hikes in the price of electricity and water in February resulted in an inflation rate for that month of 0.7%. February inflation brings the rate for the prior 12 months to 6%, which is right at the upper bound of the Bank of Jamaica's target range of 4 to 6% for price increases. Now, since the start of this calendar year, consumer prices are down 0.4%. In the meantime, consumers are quarreling that goods are still being overpriced, despite warnings to vendors and retailers to avoid price gouging. The president of the Jamaica Vendors, Higglers and Markets Association is now calling for the Ministry of Industry and Commerce to establish price guidelines. TVJ's Andrew Laidley has that report.
This is a regular price list that you would observe here in the Coronation Market in downtown Kingston. But we're being told that some of these prices have been increased by as much as 100% in some instances.
You cannot move in lettuce from $80 a pound to $200 and $250 a pound. That is total madness. And we are asking that tomorrow morning the Ministry of Industry and Commerce, in conjunction with the consumer lead, establish a price guideline in all marketplaces and put it on a billboard that people, shoppers can understand. Don't buy outside of this range.
Mr. Whittingham argues that the rule of an open market should be suspended since the economy is undergoing unusual circumstances brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, our news team spoke with vendors who had differing views on price gouging.
It's not only vendors, because when you have a shortage of goods, price hike will go up. Because
there is no shortage.
There's no shortage of food right now.
So if there isn't a shortage, why are prices going up? We put that question to the vendor. Are you guilty of hiking your prices?
No, I'm not guilty, of hiking price, because I sell my vegetables, pop chow, the regular price, lettuce regular price, scallion regular price.
Thursday, me going to the Chinese store for to buy pampers and wipes and them there. When me used to buy for $240, when me go in there at $340, if you are going to buy something for $340, or you are going to sell it back. Come on, it's not we alone raising with things. Talk about the Chinese people, them where raise them things too.
In the absence of the price guideline, Mr. Whittingham had this advice for consumers.
For those who are guilty and pushing prices so as to make small gain and not thinking about how we can all help to come together and fight this crisis of COVID-19, we are asking consumers to desist from buying from them. And the only way we can do it is to get flyers out. We're going to pass around in the marketplace with a town crier, giving guides to people.
Andrew Laidley, TVJ News.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange Combined Index today declined to its lowest point in more than a year. At the end of trading, the combined index lost more than 19,000 points, a depreciation of 4%. Of the 78 stocks which traded, 17 advanced, 51 declined, and 10 traded firm. The main JC index declined by 20,034 points, while the junior market index slipped by 84 points. Among the winners were Blue Power Group, Sterling Investments, Berger Paints, Pulse Investments, and Caribbean Assurance Brokers. The major losers today were G West Corporation, Signos Credit Investments US dollar shares, General Accident Insurance Company, Sagicor Group Jamaica, as well as stationery and office supplies. Currency trading now. Well, currency trading ended today with the US dollar selling for $136.68. The Canadian dollar is going for $99.09. The pound closed at $168.37, while the euro ended the day at $151.71. And that's the Business Day. I'm Vashan Brown. Have a good evening.